Hey guys, been a bit since I've made a video. I will be in this video at the moment. It would probably be very boring, but I'm going to play a few games while I discuss with you about three, or possibly two problems. Um, one of them to why I don't make many videos and why I'm probably not going to make many videos or live streams um, for a number of reasons, and as well as some controversy regarding to the reporting system within Fortnite. Um, so number one, to begin with, the reason why I haven't made many videos is because of YouTube's shadow banning. Shadow banning in YouTube has been, well, it hasn't been a real threat. It is now, and it's actually affecting a lot of channels recently, some even with millions of subscribers. Channels that don't make at least 8,000 subs or 8,000 views within the total, right? Within the total of their account in general. Um, if you have an account on YouTube that doesn't have 8,000 subscribers, or double that, then you're gonna have a really hard time progressing, right? Like, they've updated the analytics and all sorts of stuff. So instead of having to reach a field goal of like 25 or 1,000 uh, subs or like 1,000 views, they've now doubled that. So now it's like around 8,000 or so. Um, it's a bit ridiculous, and it kind of threatens my channel because my channel does not have 8,000 subs. So there's a good chance that YouTube is going to shadow ban my channel. And there's a reason for that, and I think it's a really stupid reason. So the reason why um, they're shadow banning channels is because of the use of AI. So people like, I'm gonna say it here. I find it very lazy that people use AI to edit videos and all sorts of stuff because it's not really putting in any effort, and it's not really your work. Like, it's being done by something that's smarter than you and uses a variety of tools and algorithms and updates and all sorts of stuff. Um, but because of that, it has threatened the YouTube program to where there are people who created so much AI slop that now YouTube has been paying these AI YouTube channels a lot of money, but a lot of that money should be going towards people who actually worked for it and who've actually not taken the lazy side of life. Um, at the moment, um, this way of what YouTube's doing can actually greatly affect any channel that isn't making 1,000 views every day, or 8,000 views, or even 1,000 or 8,000 subscribers. Like, earning subs is pretty difficult. Like, to speak in in the video game culture right now, the meta to making views is really difficult because you have to compete. It's like a competition almost. You have to compete with other channels to reach to a certain status point of where um, you have to play the newest game that comes out, or play something popular, or just spend a ton of money. But if you don't end up doing that, then you're not going to make a lot of money back. I never really think of YouTube as a source to make money. I just like making videos in general. But shadow banning an account that doesn't have AI, that also doesn't make 8,000 views of every video or even like 8,000 subscribers in total, it's not really fair. Like I can see like the reason why they would do that, but there are AI YouTube channels that have more than 8,000 views, that have millions of views. So it's really it's really unfair that they have to do that. Like you, like I'm sure that YouTube is a lot smarter than most other, you know, Google-based programs, but
Hey there,
I don't
runner. Got
understand
some work for you.
why they can't choose a smarter decision. The reason why this actually threatens everyone's progression in YouTube is because with a shadow ban, it doesn't mean that your account's going to be permanently banned from YouTube. It means it's going to be a lot harder to find your YouTube channel. It's going to be harder for people to find it, and it's going to be harder for people to watch the content that they enjoy from your channel too. Because it's kind of like comparing the status of you're either poor or you make minimum wage or you're just insanely rich. It's kind of like that. If it's basically like in a sense, it's like if you don't make enough subscribers, then you're not allowed to be featured. It's basically what it sounds like. Um, in the sense, YouTube has been a narcissist in history and has been caught doing various things, which I'm going to say allegedly so I don't get in trouble. They allegedly get in trouble for a lot of miscellaneous bullshit stuff, but also it's including swearing too. Any channel that has swearing or any video that has swearing will also be shadow banned as well. But also, if it doesn't fit the criteria, which it doesn't, if it doesn't fit the criteria of 8,000 subs or 8,000 views, then it gets shadow banned. And it's rather unfortunate that this is happening. Um, at the moment, YouTube hasn't completely started it yet. It's only starting out in short chunks. But by 2027, next year, they're going to be dropping the bomb on every channel that doesn't make 8,000 views or 8,000 subs. So just be aware that you might be making less views or getting less subs at a surprisingly low rate. I do understand the struggles of what other people go through. Like, I don't have 1,000 subs, but the thing is, to me, I don't really care about having 1,000,000 subs or, you know, being popular. I just like being seen by at least one person, and that's it. One is enough for me, even if it's a bot, doesn't matter. One view, one view is enough for me because if it's at least one, that tells me that I should be making more videos. And, you know, I make videos because I enjoy them. But I had to take a very long break because I need to make sure that I'm getting my facts right before something odd will happen. Not implying anything lawful or legal, but on the other hand, that's what's happening onto YouTube. And that's partly the reason why I haven't made much videos lately as much as I promised so, but I'd say that part of this is YouTube's fault and algorithms with not being able to choose a smarter path, but instead ruining future channels and ruining people from progressing and getting, you know, trying to start up a new life, and they want to make, you know, they want to make others feel welcome in their communities and stuff. So, you know, there's that. And with Fortnite's controversy, it's kind of the same thing, right? So with Fortnite's controversy, not a lot of people talk about it. I definitely have spoken about it a lot, but I won't stop talking about it until it becomes noticeable. Basically, with Fortnite's controversy, is still people are getting false banned, voice chat false banned, for literally no reason. And this is becoming a problem because just like YouTube, Fortnite, Epic Games, is relying on a stupid AI algorithm that apparently believes that that swearing is against the terms of service, or um, that certain people are permitted to say certain things. For example, which this is allegedly, I feel that there is a Epic employee, which there's over 1,000 Epic employees, so there's definitely a chance. I'm not saying that there is, but I have a feeling that there is an Epic employee who actually is um, might be allegedly racist. Because the reason why I believe that is because I've noticed that people of color that play this game, which I've spoken to a lot of people of color, they don't get voice chat banned for a lot of like the racial slurs that they say, and I've kind of noticed that a bit, um, quite frequently. I'm not trying to say anything rude, but I'm just implying that maybe there needs to be something looked at. Maybe people need to start, I don't know, noticing something. Like, there's a problem, and I don't, like, I know racism is a big problem in the world, but, it's a completely normal thing, and, like, we're ever going to get rid of that. But this is actually a problem. This is a problem and is illegal, too. You can't, like, it's illegal uh, because it's racial hatred in a way. So, oh God, Jesus, I did not mean to travel that far. But anyways, the thing is, for example, it's racist if, like, let's just say if you had a cafe, and you're serving a bunch of people who are, let's say, white, and all of a sudden there's a person of color who wants to order a cappuccino or something, and you say, no, I don't want to order you because you're not, this color. That's racist and it's illegal. It's racial hatred. Um, Now, with Fortnite's voice chat problem, it's almost the same thing, right? So for me, for my experience, through all of the reports and all the false bullshit, for my experience, what I experience is, right, if I swear, which by the way, my race is white, so I'm white, very much, very proud of it. Um, I'm white. I'm not a family friendly person, so let's get that out of the way. I swear a lot, so fuck shit, all that all that sort of stuff. I'm not family friendly. Um, I do swear, and I meet a lot of people who do swear. I don't report people for them swearing, but I do report people if they, say racial stuff. Like, some people have a certain tolerance for certain things, right? But see, I don't say racial anything. Like, I'm not racist, but like, I think alleged, with obviously allegedly saying this, I'm not saying this with 100% evidence or proof, but from a personal experience, I do think that there is an Epic employee who is racist. Um, because there's a lot of people that I've encountered in this game, even when I'm just playing squads like usual. Can't play squads, but I'll tell you the reason why later. Um, I've encountered a lot of people of color that aren't white and that say the N word. They say a bunch of like they say a bunch of words that are way too far. Like, there is a time and a place to say certain things, but I've also encountered little kids that are like 8 and 6 years old. And for example, there's like a 25-year-old dude who is like 4 years older than me and is swearing near them. And I pull him aside and I'm like, buddy, that's someone else's child. You should not be swearing near them. Like, you gotta respect the parent. And this guy's like, I don't give a shit. That stupid child should not be on here. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's just fucked up. Like, you can't do that. So, you know, like I have the I see these people. They're not the same race as me. Like, who fucking cares? Like, if you're not the same race as person, who cares? Like, everyone of all cultures and all races should be treated equally and fairly. No one should be above another, and no one should be above, you know, other stuff. No one should be above others. Everyone should be fair, 50-50, right? But that doesn't feel I don't feel like there's any 50-50 in Fortnite's report chat system because every time that there's someone of color that isn't white that says something racist or verbally abuses a child in this game, they do not get voice chat banned. 100% they will not. They will only get banned unless they buy and sell Fortnite accounts. Allegedly. I'm saying this allegedly, okay? They're allegedly not getting banned unless they are white. And it's become such a problem lately because I'm starting to doubt that Fortnite or Epic is actually who they are because Fortnite believes that they're a fun, fair ecosystem company that, you know, that isn't like most other companies where they're selfish and stuff. Whatever. It's an unfair game. People are cheating already. Anyways, so I don't think that Fortnite is an ecosystem that is fun, fair, or respectful. I feel that they are the exact opposite, and they're farming off people. Um, they're farming off people's trust to make them believe that they are fair and that they are respectful. I've encountered a lot of people that are really horrible. Like, they're just awful pieces of shit. They're like awful people. They cyberbully, they do death threats, they say the S word. Everyone knows what that word is. They say a lot of shit. And you know what's crazy? They don't get fucking banned. Um, and it's even the situation, what I said a few months back, where I took a screenshot and all I typed in chat was calling a racist person racist and I get banned. And guess what? The person who was being racist wasn't white. They were black. And fucking, I'm getting really annoyed that society has turned in on itself, thinking that people who are not white are allegedly allowed to violate the guidelines and say whatever the fuck they want, whenever they want, anytime. It's a problem, and I know that stuff has happened in the past, like 100, 200, 300, 400 years ago, but people need to look forward, not look back. Our ancestors were racist. But the people who we are now are the people that we shouldn't be then. Okay? Shit happens. People are racist, who fucking cares? But like, this is a problem because this is turning in on itself in a way because because people who were never born back then are being treated like shit. Because they're like, oh well, you're not exactly your people, enslaved us or did something shitty. Like, it's not okay. It's 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 ancestor stuff. It's different. right? It's all different shit. It's not the same. And it's why I allegedly believe um, that there is a few, and probably a minority, a group of people, a group minority of people in Epic Games' system that are racist. They pick a selective amount of people, allegedly. They allegedly pick a selective amount of people that they do not like based on their color. And if they do not fit the requirements of what they like, they go and false ban them. Um, and funny thing is, if I backtrack, I got false banned. I got false voice chat banned on the 27th of July. And funny thing is, I received this ban on the 28th. So I was banned on July 27th, but I got banned on the 28th. Interestingly enough, the person that I was conversing with was toxic as hell. We were playing a squads match. This guy was just being toxic. It's like, oh, you're being an ass. You're being an asshole. You should just go play solos. And I'm like, man, it's just a fucking game. Like, stop being a dick. And it's like, there's no need for it. If you want to be an asshole, turn off your mic and say something that you shouldn't say, when your mic's off, like I do. Like, the thing is, when I don't like somebody, I don't turn on my mic and I call them a fucking asshole or call them shit. I say a lot of shit. I say a lot of awful shit, but do I say it to people? No. No. Because it doesn't make it any better. I think just, shouting in your room or writing a note, scrunching it up and throwing it in the bin feels fucking better. Or listen to loud, heavy metal music. That's what I do. It's all that sorts of shit. But the thing is, funnily enough, this guy is not white, and then goes and starts swearing, verbally assaulting me. Then, after the game ends, and then the next day, which is the 28th, I get fucking voice chat banned. So I log in onto my OG account, I search up this fucking guy's name, and I get one of my friends to find out if he's voice chat banned. Not even voice chat banned. Not voice chat banned. And I guarantee you this. Every fucking time, allegedly every fucking time, I encounter somebody who is swearing, verbally assaulting, being racist, or saying anything hateful, or being hateful, who isn't white, is not getting banned. They're not getting voice chat banned. They're not getting banned of any kind. They only get banned unless they buy and fucking sell accounts. Allegedly, they're allegedly only getting banned for buying and selling accounts. The thing, the reason why I don't record many Fortnite videos is because I don't want to support a company. Allegedly, I don't want to support a company that supports racism. Racism in the way of voice chat banning players that are not white. No, voice chat banning people that are white. And I don't support that, and um, I don't think Epic deserves my respect at all. Um, I don't think Epic Games is racist, but I allegedly feel that there is a small minority of employees that are racist, that are sitting in the reporting, or the the report for in the audio system that looks at reports and says, I don't know, let's just come up with a dumb story, right? Allegedly, this is all allegedly. Allegedly, an employee looks at two different reports, right? Two reports have two people who are racist, right? They're both racist, they're both swearing, they both do all the wrongs, right? They do all the wrongs and they do all the things that they shouldn't be doing. Um, the employee looks at both of them and is like, oh, well, this guy should be banned, this guy shouldn't be. This guy shouldn't be banned because, he's a people of color, and this one is white. So we're going to go ban the white one and just keep the black one. Like, that's basically it. This is all alleged, right? And I allegedly think that there is a small minority of employees that are racist, allegedly are racist, that are false banning or banning people who are white. And I've fallen victim into that. I got banned, which is valid because I swore. But what I don't think is fair is that I get banned, but I wasn't the person who swore first. The guy who is not my race, who is not the same color as me, swore first. He attacked me first and decided to verbally assault me. What did he get? Nothing. Didn't get a single ban. Did not get banned at all. Didn't get voice chat banned. Did not receive a fucking slap on the wrist. You know what I got? I got I got this. I got you can't use chat for 30 days because of your ban for breaking community rules. Where's my slap on the wrist? Do I not get a slap on the wrist? Is it because I'm not the right color? Allegedly, am I allegedly not the right color? Am I allegedly not good enough? Like, it doesn't make any sense at all, and it's a fucking pain in the ass that this has happened, and it's just a bullshit reality. For now on in Fortnite, I'm never talking ever again. And that may be very hard, but I'm never talking again. Like I'm never gonna use text to speech, which is this chat bar down below here. I'm never using my mic ever again. Because I don't trust Epic Games, and I feel that allegedly that there's a small minority, a small group, a minority of individuals in Epic Games, like there's a small minority group allegedly that are racist, and I do not support that. I think it's disrespectful. I think it's disgusting behavior, and those employees that support that, if there are any allegedly, if there are any allegedly that are racist, they need to be fired and be fucking locked up because that's racial hatred and it's disrespectful. Um, and it's just absolutely disgusting. This it's not just this account that I have, multiple accounts, and even it's not just me either. There are other people who are the same race as me that have been targeted because of their race. It kind of felt like the same thing where YouTube started randomly like channel striking individuals that, um, you know, that are not white in the sense that has happened in the past, and the past is the past, but that's forgotten. But that what what YouTube did in the past is kind of what um, these narcissistic employees are doing. I'm not saying that Epic Games in general is allegedly racist. I'm just saying there is definitely a small minority, a small group, allegedly that there is a small minority group that is racist and that are only specifically targeting people who are white. And the reason why I'm discussing this is because it's actually a fucking problem and it needs to be fucking fixed. It's a problem. And eventually, when I get the technology in the future, I will do a full investigation if there are any narcissistic or racist employees in Epic Games. Everyone is different. Not every employee in a company is nice. That is truth. That is not alleged, that is truth. Not everyone's a nice person in this world. Some people have different feelings. Some people feel differently. Some people want to do something. Some people don't want to do something. Some people are just Either have it, some people are really good people, or some people just have the idea of doing something that's got malice, or someone who wants to do something malicious to hurt other people, right? That's truth. Not everyone's a nice person, but the people that are masking themselves in this company are fucking losers, and they should just fucking leave. I know that there is allegedly, I allegedly believe that there is someone or a group of narcissists or Nazis that are in the like that are in a specific group that are in control of the reporting system. And I know that there is someone or a group, and I will investigate and I will find them out. And though it's impossible to sue Epic Games because you accept the determined services, you accept the terms of service and stuff, but you can sue an Epic employee. That's different. So I'll do a full investigation in the future when I have the right technology for it, and I will do the best as I can to find slash allegedly take out and sue the alleged narcissistic, alleged racist individuals. I will take them down because I don't think it's fair to be punished, allegedly punished, for being not the race that people like. You know, regardless if you don't like someone's race, like it's racial hatred, it's it's destructive and it's disgusting. It needs to be stopped. Um, that will be um, that will be it with my belief and my alleged thoughts and my alleged, you know, shit with the false banning and false reporting bullshit and obviously race stuff with, Epic's dumb AI and shit. And the people who monitor and do false reports slash, all that shit. But coming back to YouTube, right? So with YouTube, it's a big fucking problem. It's a big fucking problem with YouTube because the people, like, there are small YouTube channels that are genuine, that are real, that do not use AI. They probably use AI tools, but just like Fortnite, Epic Games' fucking AI system, YouTube's AI system with detecting AI content and taking it down is very poor. It's not good. It's very bad. It's the worst of the worst. It's like cheap shit. Like, it's like you either got real gold or you got cheap metal. Like, it's not good. Like, it hang around your neck for a long period of time, but it gets weared down and then it'll break, you know? Or it's like a chair. The more you get a cheap chair, that'll last you about a year or a month, but then you've got a good chair that will last you fucking 10 years or 20 years or some shit, you know? And with that being said, people who are starting a new YouTube channel now, not gonna lie, don't create a YouTube channel now. You're probably fucked at this point. And I'm saying this with respect and with love for everyone. I think you're universally fucked at this point because getting 8,000 views from what's the date now? From the 13th of August 2026 to January 1st, 2027, you're universally fucked. Making 8,000 subscribers from now and then is almost impossible now because they're already they're already making progress of shadow banning accounts, um, or even YouTube channels that do not fit the new criteria. So they're rewriting their policy of 8,000 subs, 8,000 views every video. It's just ridiculous. So like like what someone's like father would say, like a strict father, give up on your dreams for this because it's not coming true. Because see, if this wasn't happening right now, I wouldn't be saying it, but I am. there's really no point creating a new YouTube channel right now or next year or any time this year at all because YouTube's basically fucked it. They could have chosen a different method to fix the situation with AI slop, and they could have fixed it. They could have made it a rule where you're not allowed to use AI videos. Like they could have made that. Um, and I completely agree with it. If YouTube had if YouTube had a rule that you're not allowed to have the AI videos, I completely agree with that. I completely agree. If it's an ad, that doesn't matter. It's in a video. You know, no one makes money off that but the company. So, um, yeah, if that was a rule and no one was allowed to use um AI videos, I agree and I fully support YouTube on that. But that's not the case at the moment. The case is we're dealing with a company that's been here since the early 2000s, like 2000, 2001, that hasn't really thought too clearly on the decision making right now because, well, this decision is very negative and very impactful on smaller channels. My channel, it's small on subs, but it's not small in views. Like, I think I've made like 12, I don't know, almost 20,000 views right now. Like, I'm still rolling. And, you know, unlike most people, I don't really care about the amount of views I make. At least one's enough for me. So, with that being said, continuing on, it this decision was literally probably thought about for fucking one day. It's it's gonna it's gonna be negative. Like a lot of people are going to be like some people treat YouTube as a job. I don't. But the people who use YouTube or treat YouTube as a job are going to be greatly negatively affected to where it's not going to be a source to make money. And I feel bad for those people because those people had probably quit their previous job and they're fully devoted into becoming a YouTuber. And props to them. Like, you know, do what you want, do what you love, do what you enjoy, you know? But this is a problem that negatively affects everyone. And it could affect, you know, younger kids or just anyone in general. This greatly affects everyone. Though, to be honest, it doesn't affect people who already make, um, though it doesn't greatly affect the people who make millions of views, sure, but, you know, it still is heartbreaking that this is just how it is now. Like, you know, it doesn't have to be this way, it just is. So, unfortunately, it is what it is now. Um, and as negative as it may sound, I'd probably just focus on doing something else, treating something else like a job. You can do Twitch, you can earn money on Twitch as long as you make 25 views or 25 followers. That's great. Do Twitch. Like if you can't meet the new requirements for YouTube, quit YouTube, go to Twitch, go to some other streaming app that's good, like Kick or something. They've been doing pretty good lately. Go to something else that isn't rigged in a way that won't fuck you over in the future. I guarantee you this, you'll make more money. You'll make more money doing it. So, that's all I have to say for YouTube. I'm sorry for not making many videos lately. This is negatively impacting me because, well, I'm hoping that I can still at least make at least one view per video or still be recognized and seen by other people, knowing that I'm trying and not using AI stupid shit like most other lazy people. Like I'm doing my best. Um, I do understand and exactly feel how other people are feeling at the moment because of this negative effect. Like this is basically a nerf to all the younger channels and you know all the younger people that are trying to make a new living. I understand perfectly of how that feels. Like you work so much and so long editing so many videos to only realize that it's all coming down. If you are a new YouTube, if you do have a new channel and you just created one and all that shit, do the best you fucking can to get to 8,000 views or 8,000 subs. I'm definitely past it. I'm definitely probably not going to get shadow banned, but a lot of younger channels than mine, like channels that are younger than mine, are definitely going to get shadow banned for sure because they don't meet the stupid criteria. But that I really hope that the people who um that the unfortunate people can find something else that they do enjoy. I wish the best for everyone, and I wish the best for those who have to unfortunately go through this negative bullshit. And I'm sorry for the people who are now just realizing the new YouTube by 2027. Um, that will be the end of this video. I'm sincerely sorry for all the people that have to undergo all this false banning and false alleged racism from Fortnite um and even and even falling down or probably coming down to this negative bullshit with with the new YouTube requirements and stuff. Like it's unfortunate, and I'm sorry for the people that have to undergo this bullshit. I never want to wish this upon anyone who is working hard, and I dearly feel sorry for the people who will be, unrecognized by society. I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you have a good year. Hope you have a good month. Have a good day. See you in the next video. If I ever do plan on making one, love you. See you later.